beginning. Blog Talk Radio.
Again, another exciting and fantastic Thursday of the most popular show.
The Authentic You Media show that everybody's afraid of, including the majority of our friends.
Yeah, if you can't laugh at yourselves, you want to walk into a moving truck.
Yes.
Anyway, welcome to our show.
Yes.
We're wearing our sweaters.
Our sweaters, because it's fall.
We both decided we should do the sweater look, and then we thought, oh, we wish we had a party to go to after this.
I know.
Doing
we're
a
all
little
dressed
fashion
up.
stuff. I gotta quickly talk about the crazy cool earrings because they're designed specifically for me by a friend. I don't know if you guys can see that. My very good friend and artist, Jason Zala.
Yes.
How can I get the camera right? Here we go. He does this one-of-a-kind jewelry now. He kind of works in pretty much, I'd say, every medium of art. He's pretty much a jack of all trades. And I've known him.
Mime? I forget.
He probably could. He could do it all. He's doing jewelry now. Really cool original things. That's real bone, by the way, because the dude's like way righteously real. There's no fakeness in there.
What kind of bone?
I don't know.
Okay.
But we should get him on the show to ask him.
He does live in Brooklyn, so you never know what he can find on the street.
He finds, that's the thing. A lot of the cool stuff that he makes now, he finds on the street, and like stuff just comes to him.
Okay.
He kind of has this like spirit guide thing, and he'll just like walk out, and there'll be like a perfect feather or this cool thing, and he's like, "Thank you, universe." So he's one of those dudes that just finds it. So that's really cool. And if anyone's interested, I don't want to just throw his email out there willy-nilly, but I'd say, yeah, that would be dangerous and crazy. But contact us, message us at the show if you want to know more about his pieces or anything like that. If you like the look of this, he does a lot of original stuff, kind of likes to take the type of personality you have or what you're into, and then he kind of goes from there with what he like sees and feels and makes it special. It is, because it's one of a kind. He's one of a kind.
He is.
Yeah, he's helped me a lot. I've worked with him a few times in the art realm.
Yes, and he is one of our most ardent supporters.
Yeah, he is.
He gives us
really good feedback, really good support, critiques, criticisms, which we're happy to have.
Yes.
Because honestly, it's the only way you're going to grow.
Yes, he's like an associate producer.
Oh my God, he'd be thrilled to get a credit.
He's an associate producer.
Associate producer and spirit guide, Jason Zala.
Yes.
And next season he will be on the show. He's very busy with our dear friend Erica, who he dates and has 2 awesome kids with. But I'm trying to organize something. Maybe we can even get the split screen interview thing going. Because I know he'd love to come on and talk about art and the process and kind of realizing your dreams. Because he's done it. He's helped me.
Yes.
It's a good positive thing.
So our people in the chat room, how's our sound on Blog Talk?
Do we sound
okay?
We're working with, I know we were having technical issues and we couldn't really be heard so clearly.
Good.
We got the thumbs up from
our executive producer, Michelle Arbeau.
Thanks, Michelle.
Well, this is episode 5 of this season.
5 is my lucky number.
Yes.
Though, unfortunately, I don't feel lucky in this subject.
And the title is Digital Ghost. And we named it Digital Ghost because we are talking about the perils of online dating. Or dating in general, which will be the next 3 weeks, dating in general.
Yeah, we're gonna, if people remember our shows from the past,
yes.
I know all of our thousands of listeners do remember.
Yes, our tens of ones of listeners.
Our ones of listeners. Our threes.
Our threes or fours of listeners.
There's Lisa, there's Jason, there's my mom, my dad, your mom.
Yeah, Bridget, and her boyfriend Greg.
There's Bridget and Krista and Ed, and I know Mel can get to it when she's not busy. Yeah. She does a replay. Yeah. Is that everyone?
Well, everyone I know so far,
guys.
and maybe Christine is still out there. Who knows? But we also have special guests and all that. Our special guests Casey and Dan, who you may remember from Soul Behind the Snark, who did our first relationship roundtable.
What I was saying before is the next 2 weeks are going to be more relationship roundtables, because we thought there was definitely a lot of ground to cover. With now starting with the online dating thing, I'm trying to be positive.
Yes.
Even Jason, who has seen it fit over the last couple of weeks, is to send me positive emails every day with a YouTube video. I didn't tell you this.
No.
It's kind of funny. It's like he'll pick a video that kind of relates to what day it is, or sometimes it's Muppet themed. And I didn't tell him this, but I thought it'd be cool if maybe he started doing that as a service. And people could hire him for the daily. He could be our daily affirmation on our show. We might
on our show page on Facebook.
We could get him. I know he's not online.
Yeah.
And that's cool. Some people aren't into the whole time suck of Facebook. I've become that way. But helping me to try and keep me a little positive, because I've been bumming about this stuff.
Yeah.
I've told him about it. A lot of people know. I've gone out there again. I did the Match.com thing last year, and that was 2 thumbs down for me. I'm not knocking the company,
because they may sponsor us one day.
And I know people have met people on it, and they're all very happy, and that's grand. But not I so much. So I went and tried a different company, OkCupid. So far, it's not as shiny, but it's free, which fits the budget.
And Cupid isn't okay.
Not for me.
All I've heard is horror stories.
Oh, good.
On that.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I've seen some horror stories. Not to be rude. I was discussing this with my friend Ed last night. If really...
Ed listens. There you go.
I said him, too, in there.
Oh, okay.
If really gross, creepy people are the only ones contacting you, do you take it personally?
Yes,
and I
was
freaking out in the car, and he said, calm down, don't be crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, what does it mean about me? Because these guys, they're like, blah. And I was like, really, that's all I can get when I cast my line into the giant sea of people? Or the people in the area, the people in my neighborhood? Maybe it's the wrong neighborhood. I'm trying to stay positive.
Maybe you have to move out of
Orange
County.
Perhaps this is the wrong place for me and what I want to find.
Yeah, because I'm torn because
Did you find that?
I'm torn because I'm torn. Before we get to our New York correspondents out there, Casey and Dan, I'm going to talk from a New Jersey perspective.
Go ahead. And my New York is different than their New York.
I can't. A lot of things, people will attest to this, and maybe Casey can attest to this when she speaks about the bridge and tunnel thing. I give reverse bridge and tunnel, racism realness.
So explain bridge and tunnel for the people that don't know.
Bridge and tunnel is this thing with New York guys or New Yorkers in general that they won't date anyone that they have to cross a bridge or tunnel for. Right. So that includes if you live in Manhattan, not dating someone from Queens, or if you live in Queens, not dating someone from Jersey.
You won't go to Brooklyn.
Yeah, or you won't go to Brooklyn and all that stuff.
I took a cab ride there from the Hammerstein Ballroom. It was only $25-$30.
Yeah. So I do it in reverse, that I have basically banned New York guys in general because I won't do the bridge and tunnel thing because I'm too busy. I hate taking the train.
So are you now playing into this?
Yeah, I hate taking the train anyway because it's torture right now not to drive into the city like I always do.
Well, that's always easier for you. You know the good places.
Yeah, I know always where to park. And I will do it if I drive in and I don't mind paying the toll costs and all that stuff. But just keeping up with someone from New York is just not... I can't do it.
See, now I'm a little freaked.
Yeah.
Because I just signed up for speed dating with a friend in New York.
City.
Because that's where it was, yeah.
I think for you straighties, it might be a slightly different.
Really? Do you think?
Because a lot of
do we have to try harder?
Yeah, JWoww was supposed to be here too. Not the JWoww you all know and love from Jersey Shore, but my JWoww.
He's just named.
But I didn't hear from her today, so I don't know where you're at. But she gets a lot from OkCupid or whatever she's doing. She gets a lot of guys from New York, and she goes, "Why do city guys like me?" I guess I'm like, city guys may be different. I don't know. when they're straight.
Well, you know, then my fingers are crossed
Yeah.
for when the event is supposed to happen, because it sounded like something cool. I'll tell you real quick. It's speed dating with stand-up comedians.
Okay.
And if anyone knows me, they know that I love comedy and
Yes.
stand-up. And I thought it was
Because
at least...
we are comedy.
Because I'm hilarious. Even when I don't mean to be. But I thought it was interesting.
You're your own romantic comedy.
Yeah, when I fall down and hit my head and actually punch someone in the face when they're trying to dance with me, if you remember that story. So it was set up where I guess I assume a bunch of single male stand-up comedians each do like a 5-minute set for all the women in the audience or at the table.
Really?
And then we speed date with them. So I thought that was so cool, and I love stand-up, that I was like, why not? Because I did speed dating before, and it was like a total haphazard like experiment in humanity. It was more of like a sociological experiment than I thought I would meet someone, and I didn't.
Yeah.
So I figured one last try for something that's a little outside the box.
Okay.
But it's Manhattan.
Yes.
I don't know if they're going to be like, I live in the sticks, so they might not want to.
You do. But let's go to our female Manhattan correspondent, Casey.
Hi, Casey.
Are you out there, Casey? Hello.
Hey?
Hi.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thanks for calling in.
Welcome.
Hi, I have never been a correspondent.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Do you have a fabulous story of woe or excitement to share with us about online dating?
But can I share the story of why I asked you to be on the show?
Yeah,
What your Facebook status?
I even got reconnected with you.
What was the Facebook status?
I remember it verbatim.
Okay, do tell.
So on Facebook, I put a guy wrote to me on OkCupid, and I decided to post it on Facebook because it was so funny.
Oh my God!
And I mean, it was funny to me, and I was willing to admit to all my Facebook friends who some know me, some don't know me that well because they don't live here.
Yeah.
But anyway, this guy wrote to me, and he said, "Damn girl, you're so cute. I want to douse you in green paint and spank you like a disobedient avocado."
I feel like I would have to give him at least a message for being like creative.
Yeah, it was really kind of odd.
I would have said like, thanks for being original, even though you're creepy.
So I thought it would be cute to share with my Facebook friends.
That's kind of hilarious and scary.
The first guy who wrote was Alex.
Yes, I was like, oh my God, we're going to talk about this on my show.
That's pretty funny.
But you said, how long have you been...
I've been online dating off and on since 1998.
Ooh.
I lived in Michigan. That was the first time I ever went online. When I got my first laptop, it was the first thing I did. I went to matchmaker.com.
Okay.
Oh my God,
And
yep, I remember that.
met a guy at Applebee's in Michigan.
Did you share pizza sticks
Online date.
and a mudslide?
I appreciate your stamina with it all because I only tried like half a year and I got cranky, so maybe I should really put in the long haul.
Have there been... No, she's been trying for so long. Well, she's been trying for Allison,
I guess it has
a year and a
longer.
half, and she just hasn't had any luck.
Online dating, it's on again, off again. Like
Right.
you do it, and then maybe it works out. I mean, mostly doesn't work out. Is my experience.
Yeah.
It's a numbers game. Most of the people you meet are not going to be. I feel like I've had one boyfriend from online dating, and that was in the year 2000.
Okay.
And then I got married, and then I didn't meet him online, and then I went back online, and I kind of go back and forth because I feel like it's almost just like meeting somebody out, but it's in a different way, and you never really know until you meet them in person.
No, you don't.
I just think the biggest advice is just to meet someone as quickly as possible, and not spend a lot of time like emailing each other or calling. Like you should meet.
Yeah, that's an issue.
Know what you're dealing with.
That's an issue that I've been having, is that everyone was just talking at me, and I kind of wanted to speed up the process, not to even be rude, but kind of like, not get through them, but in a way be like, okay, you, cool, no, okay, who's the next one? And it was like all these guys were dragging their heels, and I was becoming disinterested because they were just taking so long, and then I was like, well, forget you, pal. You know, who's
you
next?
don't mention it. If you lose it, it's like another like barrage of men emailing you, and just kind of, it's random. Sometimes the timing works out, even online. And here in New York, we're always so busy.
Yeah.
So many times online dating takes up time, and I almost rather just go out with my friends and meet someone through my friends or meet someone out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty outgoing. But,
it's also so much energy.
I feel like online dating supplements that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it's also so much energy to always have the new conversation with all these different people. Like, I almost wish I could print out the pamphlet of here's what I tell you when I first meet you. Read through it. Okay, cool. Let's go do something. I get tired of it.
Yeah. Well, let's, Casey, stay with us because we're going to add Dan too, because that's a good point, because me and Dan have the same perspective a little bit, that we'd rather meet a person in person and get the chemistry right off. And I'm the same way, that I can't linger. Like, you can't email me for a week or 2 weeks or IM me. You have to meet me in person.
That's what's happened to me.
Yeah.
I haven't met one of these dudes, not that I've wanted to meet the last couple, because it was just all talk, and I was like, and I'm bored.
Yeah.
So is Dan, are you there, darling?
Dan, would you like to join the conversation?
Yeah. Hey! Thanks for calling.
Say hello to your fellow correspondent Casey out there in New York City.
On the streets.
Hi, Dan. Hey, nice to meet you. How are you?
Hi, sweetie. So what's up? You want to drop a little knowledge for us, Dan, or how it's been for you thus far since we last spoke live on the air together?
Sure, yeah. Well, I tried a bunch of sites. I tried OkCupid, like you guys had mentioned, Compatible Partners, which is sort of like a offshoot of eHarmony.
Oof.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Were you allowed to be on eHarmony or no? I thought they had rules.
Match.com.
Okay.
How about you could say it. You could say the evil app.
You can, because it's part of your culture.
I've never met anyone through those apps though, through Grindr or
It was like Manhunt or something.
Oh God.
I just know what you talk about and you say it, so.
More of the hookup sites, but some people use it for dating.
Yeah.
That's not Mr. Right, it's Mr. Right Now, right, Dan?
They're more for that.
For the most part, yeah.
I would say that I agree exactly with Alex that my experience is you can't find that chemistry through online.
No.
They can ask you 1,000 questions. You can be compatible in most of them.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have that energy, that synergy together, it's not going to work. And I don't want to spend, hours and hours on every night of the week like some people do.
It's like doing homework. It's like, and it's another job. That's how I kind of feel that online dating for me is like another job, because then I have my 8 hours at the office and I come home and then I feel like I have to devote time to find a guy, and I get tired.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
It's like a job interview even.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, a little frustrating.
Oh, I forgot the question I was going to ask y'all because it came up. Never mind. Maybe it'll come back to me.
Well, I like your point about meeting people in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being part of like a social network is great, whether it's through meetup.com or common interest.
Maybe that's a better way to go. Everyone's told me.
Yeah. I just remembered my question. I'm asking you three, you, Casey, and Dan.
Yes.
Do you find that one of the biggest disappointments about online dating is that people are so comfortable hiding behind an email or an IM that when you meet them in person, it doesn't correspond to what they've said or what they've said to you or the quote-unquote online chemistry you have? Have you ever had that experience where it just goes flatline? Let's go to Casey for that one first. Because it always flatlines for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think some people are more in touch with themselves and more in touch with other people. And I don't know, it's even just obvious when guys are just emailing me. I'm like, really? You really think I'm going to be interested in you?
Yep.
I mean, it's just obscene. And I just can't believe some of the guys are emailing me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But some of the guys I've met, they, I don't know, it's just, I don't know, it's just, 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 it's are either shyer. I mean, some of them are shy. That's probably why they're online.
Yes.
So I'm confident enough I can carry at least a conversation through a drink. But usually my first impressions when I meet people are actually two things. One, I think they're gay.
Oh.
I think they're socially incompetent.
That's usually
maybe not really gay, but they just maybe read to me as gay, or maybe there's something.
You have a finely tuned gaydar.
I don't know how my gaydar is. I think it's bad, but that's my first impression. I'm like, oh, you're gay. So let's have a fabulous drink.
It's the perils of dating in Manhattan, I guess.
Can't throw a rock without hitting a gay man.
Well, they just don't look you in the eye. Like, they're just guys that are, they're shy and they're introverted, and I'm like, okay, they're nervous. It's going to be okay. I'm going to, let them, not be nervous. But it's,
Yeah.
It's hard. I think some people are shy.
Yeah.
Not everybody is.
Yeah.
No.
How about you, Dan? And then we'll go to Bridget. We'll add Bridget on after this. How about you, Dan? Have you ever had that chemistry just dissipate once you meet them in person?
Yes, absolutely. I remember this one experience where he seemed really outgoing and fun, and then when I met him, very awkward and shy. And since one of the things that I look for is an outgoing personality, it was pretty much a total deal breaker.
Yeah. Because you and I are similar. We like people to stir the pot. Like, we get social and blah, blah, blah ourselves, but if we have someone like that fire, we need someone to kind of stir the pot sometimes, because we're really introverted at times.
Yeah, the energy. I need energy, and then I can feed off that energy and provide something back, but I can't just keep pulling and pulling from somebody.
Yeah. All right. Shall we add Bridget on, too? Because she has a story to share for us all, too.
Bridge, are you there?
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Bridge. Thanks for calling, sweetie. So, okay, Cupid tale, huh?
Another one.
Okay, last Friday, I was talking to this guy. He messaged once or twice back, just like one-liners or whatever. And then he sent me a message saying, I have a promising date tonight, but if it doesn't work out, you want to meet up after for drinks.
Oh, no! Come on! Ay.
Oh, he had a backup? He was...
I kid you not.
Asking you to be the backup.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. I'll just wait around for you, new dude, because you're that awesome and I'm that much of a loser. Screw you, pal.
Can I?
God, Bridge, that's hilarious. And it needs to be... I'm sorry it happened to you.
I know.
But thank you for sharing, because I appreciate you can find the humor and you know that it's goofy and it's not you, it's this jerk. And that needs to be in like a film or a TV show or something.
Yeah.
I can't believe that stuff happens.
Well, I will confess to all of you and our ones of tens of listeners that I've done that.
Oh, no.
I did that this summer. No, I didn't make...
Okay, here's the issue. No. Here's the point. The dude said it.
Yeah.
The fact that people do it, I understand that it gets done and that's normal. But why would you say it to the person?
Well,
hey, you want to be number 2 or not?
And
that's
we'll go
just rude.
for the fun. Yeah, you guys.
Don't say it. Just don't say it.
I was just like. I had dinner plans. We got through dinner. We didn't have any subsequent plans after that. And he was just like, well, what do you want to do now? And there was no plan, and I was double booked anyway.
Yeah.
So I said, well, I was going to go hang out with my friends because I didn't know if we were going to do anything after dinner and stuff. So I did that because I was just like, I didn't know. I told them, I'm from New Jersey. New York guys usually bail on me at last minute. I had to make a backup plan if I'm going to come all the way into the city. And I did that.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm sorry, it sounds crazy, but I was like, so many guys are flaky that this is a date, and I don't trust my dates to show up. So I made a just in case,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess then that goes to another part of this whole thing. A bigger thing is like, how much do we trust in it anyway? Yeah. How much do we trust in this whole system to find us someone? I feel like, and you three can answer real quick. I feel like part of me doesn't even trust it that much, and then is that a problem? Because if I'm not trusting it, it's not going to work. And metaphysical, blah blah, whatever crap.
Yeah.
Because it almost seems like it's so big, it'll just fail, and it seems like the people that it works for. I'm just like, well, I'm not that person. Yeah. But what do you guys really trust in this is what I'm saying. We could go Bridget first and then go back. Go
reverse.
All right, Bridge, what do you think? Do you honestly trust in this online dating thing or not so much?
I want to trust in it. I want to believe that it would happen, but I'm not aggressive.
Yeah. What about you, Danny Pooh?
Well, I think it could potentially work, but it will take a lot of effort.
Yeah.
And there may be better ways. That's how I would sum it up.
Good. Casey?
And you're the veteran, the war veteran, Casey.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, I say, you should trust. I mean, it's just another avenue to go for, and if you're going to do it, just go for it. And I feel like you should only really go out and meet people that you really are excited about. Like you see their profile or a picture, and there's a little like, oh my God, I really would love to meet this guy. I mean, and just keep it to that. Like, don't just do it the quantity.
Yeah.
Whoever like inspired you, you should just go for it because you just never know.
Yeah.
Oh,
but I don't go out with that many guys, so I just try to like. You know, it's like shopping. You're just kind of like going through all.
It is shopping. It's shopping for a person.
It's like,
yeah.
You're looking for 5'8", that's too bad. She's so cool. You know, and then you just keep going. It's just like endless faces, and it's just a lot. So if you are gonna pick one of those guys to go out with, I do trust it. I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Who you're gonna meet anywhere.
So
I say go for it.
I really like that advice that you gave, and that was something that I made a decision to do myself right now, is to I want to be open-minded, but if something's not working out, I'm not going to force the issue and be like, oh, I have to meet him because. You know, there was someone I was even...
Yeah, he's too short for that.
No. Yeah, it is, and I was like, and I wasn't in...
You need to be like, oh, there's something about this person that I want to know about. I want to find out.
Yeah, there was someone that even after talking a little bit, I was like, and I just didn't, and just to, not to be like rude or nasty, but it was how I was feeling, and I was like, why would I even want to lead them on if I'm not really even feeling it now?
Exactly.
Why would meeting them
100%.
magically change it? I don't think so. So it's just like move on, wish them luck and just go on with my stuff, and that's really good advice to give everybody.
Yeah.
Besides trying to stay positive.
It's hard to do. I think it's hard to do for a lot of people. Like, really, like, if you have one drink, not to go into a second drink.
Yes.
You feel bad for the person.
Yeah, because then you feel like obligated.
Be sharp and say, thank you. It was so nice to meet you. I am, I have to get up early. I got to go. Whatever. Just say thank you and, just cut it off. If you're really not feeling it. Don't drag it out.
Perfect.
Unless unless you have nothing else to do.
Unless you want to...
And unless you didn't make that second date secretly.
Run that sociological experiment.
And run their tab. Free dinner. But thank you guys so much. That's a great message and inspiration and advice to end on. Thank you, Bridget and Casey and Dan, for calling in, you guys.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Take care, all, for you guys on the phone right there. Because we're just about to wrap
panel. Thank you again.
That was a good, quick panel. Hi. We're waving. Can you see?
We'll post you. We'll tag you in the Ustream so you can hear yourselves live on our video.
Yeah. I don't know what I was doing just then, but it was goofy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Speaking of goofy.
Anyway.
That's how this kind of feels, but we do it anyway because we think we are good people. Gosh darn it, and we want to meet some other good people.
We're trying.
That's basically it. Trying real hard.
Trying, but
So the next two shows
are about relationships. So,
still. If you didn't get a chance to speak or share what you wanted to share today, that's cool. Next week is the guy side, just like we did the first time, and right after will be the lady side.
Yep.
And
all the single ladies.
Thank you guys so much for listening and watching.
Thank you.
We love you and appreciate it, and take care, and have a good weekend.
Cue the music, Michelle. Woo!